Say live now in the newsroom with the very latest. Samantha?
Glenn and Lou, it's 9 p.m. in Israel, and just moments ago, people in those Israeli shelters were told they could leave. The IDF, Israeli Defense Force, does not detect imminent incoming missiles, but there is still an uncertainty about another round. Let's take a look at the sky above Israel. It appears the Iron Dome has held in this round of attacks from Iran. We're looking at Tel Aviv here. Reports from the ground say more than 100 ballistic missiles were fired into Israel. Analysts say this may have been Iran's effort to overload the Iron Dome system. The dome will prioritize taking down missiles that are trajected towards people and will let the ones heading toward the sea, for example, or open space just fall. The IDF also just announced there is no reported death from these strikes. Nearly the entire country was told to take shelter, not just the military sites, but a lot of civilian areas. We're looking at Jerusalem, Tel Aviv. Moments ago, IDF released a video to citizens in Hebrew telling people to be vigilant, check their phones for life-saving instructions, guiding them into sheltered areas if necessary. Iran is more than 1,300 miles away from Israel, but it only takes a ballistic missile about 12 minutes to travel that distance. Iran published a statement saying this attack is in retaliation for the deaths of leaders of Hezbollah and Hamas. Iran also says Israel will face, quote, crushing attacks if it responds to this attack. The United States response to all of this, Secretary Blinken says the U.S. stands with Israel. And in a statement from the White House, the U.S. is actively supporting Israeli defense preparations. President Biden and Vice President Harris are, we're told, watching the situation closely. Reuters reports Iran's supreme leader is in a secure bunker at this moment as his country continues to fire down missiles into Israel. We understand that has stopped at the moment. Yesterday, Israeli military launched localized ground raids into Hezbollah positions in Lebanon as this continues to be fallout from the October 7th attack. Nearly 1 year later, the White House press briefing is expected to start at any moment. We'll keep an eye on that and check in with updates. But Glenn and Lou, this is certainly unprecedented. The attack in April, they had a little more heads up as they saw drones. IDF saw drones flying into the country. Those take about 2 hours to come in from Iran. But as we mentioned, the missiles only take about 12 minutes, leaving many of the civilians to rush into those sheltered areas. We're keeping an eye on the White House press briefing, and we'll get back to you when that starts. In the newsroom, Samantha Cortese, back to you.
All right, Samantha, thank you for those updates. Thanks. And closer to home here, the line fire burning in the San Bernardino Mountains has now grown to over 44,000 acres, prompting new evacuations for the neighborhood of Angeles Oaks. Firefighters also have to contend with the excessive heat. We do have live team coverage. Casey Montoya will have a look at the hot forecast. But first, Lauren Lister is live in Angeles Oaks with the very latest. Hi.
Hi there, Lou. The line fire growing in size since that flare-up over the weekend, prompting those new evacuations late yesterday that you mentioned. And here, Highway 330 shut down at Highland Avenue, just one of the broader impacts of this fire. Let's take a look live now at Sky 5, which is overhead in the area where this is burning. So flames are seen in the San Bernardino Mountains burning near Highway 38 and the mountain community of Angeles Oaks, which yesterday at this time was under an evacuation warning. But later in the day, that was turned to an order. People told to get out as the fire grew in the area right near their homes. We have seen an active firefight from the air today and the ground. Let's take a look at some of the flames overnight. Now, one of the challenges of where this fire is burning now is some of the very steep, rugged terrain. So they have really been trying to hammer away with the water dropping helicopters and the fixed wing aircraft that are dropping retardant. And also then they're getting into that terrain with hot shot crews and as well as engine crews, cutting containment line by hand and cutting down fuel. Officials say they are making progress and no homes have been newly damaged.
Last night, crews made great progress working with the water dropping helicopters. They were able to conduct a successful burn operation, create some good black line, go direct on the fire. Now that the fire has come to us, we can take that fight to it. We can build containment lines. It's not an inaccessible terrain where we can't get to it anymore.
Now, this fire, you recall, started back on September 5th, almost a month ago, and it had gotten to 83% containment and was really under control with evacuation orders lifted when Sunday the fire flared up in a dense, steep area where firefighters did not have containment lines. So let me show you a map of who has been impacted. The very small community of Seven Oaks was evacuated, and then late yesterday, a nearby community of Angeles Oaks, which is also pretty small. The sign getting into town says the population is 312. Evacuation warnings have been issued for the Boulder Bay area of Big Bear and Big Bear Lake communities. There are also a number of school closures impacting residents of these areas in the fire zone. Now, back out here live, CAL FIRE reports that the fire has now burned more than 44,000 acres and it's 78% contained, so the containment has fallen a little bit as the acreage has grown. Also, I should mention that officials say the cause of this fire was arson. They actually say it started here where I am, the city of Highland, and they do have a suspect that they took into custody that is facing charges. So we'll continue to follow this. We're going to head back into the mountains, get a closer look at those flames. For now, live in Highland, I'm Lauren Lister, and I'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Lauren. Of course, the heat not helping situation. It is getting hot.
Not at all. And Casey Montoya is monitoring some of the conditions. Hi.
Hi, yeah. Temperatures along the coast, very mild, comfortable, below average for some. As we head inland today, it's going to be even warmer than what we felt yesterday. Right now, it's 69 in Long Beach, 72 in Santa Ana, 82 in Burbank, and 88 already in Lancaster. A lot of advisories to talk about. So everyone who's under this pink, that's an excessive heat warning. It's in effect today through tomorrow night. Heat advisory for those shaded in orange. And the fire weather warning, that includes the Highway 14 corridor and the western San Gabriel Mountains. Just know, hot temperatures, strong enough winds, and a dry enough atmosphere that should a fire start, it would spread very quickly. So anything you could possibly be doing with a fire source, be extra careful this week. 102 will be the high in Van Nuys today, 107 for Woodland Hills, 99 in Burbank, will be at 75 for Hawthorne today, 86 in Garden Grove, 75 for Dana Point, and in the Inland Empire today, 104 in San Bernardino. Back to you.
All right, thank you. A hearing is set to happen today to determine a placement recommendation for the so-called pillowcase rapist, Christopher Hubbard. Hubbard was convicted in 1973, 1982, and 1990 in both LA and Santa Clara counties for a series of rapes and other sex crimes against dozens of women. He was incarcerated for decades before a conditional release in 2014 to a home in Palmdale. He then violated the terms of his release, was taken back into custody, released, and then back into custody again. Today's hearing will help determine if Hubbard can be released and placed in a home in Pear Blossom. The move faces fierce opposition from residents and some county officials. That hearing is at 1:30 this afternoon.
The man accused in last week's deadly Metro bus hijacking and pursuit is expected to be arraigned in court today. 51-year-old Lamont Campbell has been charged with a dozen crimes, including murder, kidnapping, and robbery. Police say Campbell was on the bus